how's everybody doing? Alright, so let's learn this solo. This solo is in the key of G. It's a standard 1-4-5 12-bar blues in G. So it starts off with a cliche blues lick everybody may know or may not know. And that's the lick. Let me play the recording, make sure I'm phrasing it right. So you place your first finger on the third fret of the B and E string, high E string, and just play those two notes. Then you come up to the 8th fret of the B string with your third finger. Then you go to the 6th fret of the high E string and do that little quarter step bend, that blues bend I call it. Put some good vibrato on this note here on the 8th fret of the B string. So let me play it once with the track here. One more time. So that's the first lick, and then that's the second lick, I believe. Let me play that. Yeah. So you start here on the 8th fret of the high E string, third finger. Bend up a whole step. Then you go to the 11th fret of the B string, third finger. Then you bend that note there on the 11th fret is bent a whole step as well. Then you go to the 10th fret with your second finger. And I'm bending that just up a half step. Then down to the 8th fret of the B string with your first finger. So then you hit the note on the 8th fret of the B string again. Then you go to the 9th fret of the G string. So that goes. Let me make sure I'm phrasing that right. Let me listen to that lick again. So then you do a bend after you've done this. A bend on the 10th fret of the B string with your third finger, a whole step. Actually, that's still that half step bend. Actually, it bends it up. Just you feel that bend and you hear it. You just bend it up. Okay, so let me play that much with the track. I'm going to give you an alternative way to play that last lick. You could bend here on the 13th fret of the B string. You could go 13, then the rest is the same as the first way I showed you to play it. Instead of bending here, you could do it down here on the 13th fret. So then the next little lick is just, I just did a little bend there on the 10th fret with third finger on the B string. I believe that's what I did. Let me check it out here. Yeah. See, you bend and then you pull off, and you bend and release and then pull off with your first finger on the 10th down to the 8th fret. Like that. You bend it up, release it, and pull off all at the same time. So we got. So let me play that with the track. I like all these little bends. Like that, I love that. Kind of a B.B. King. So far it's a lot of B.B. King there. That's definitely B.B. King. B.B. King. Another B.B. King cliche that. So, I've listened to a lot of B.B. King, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, though. Okay, so the next lick is played over the 4 chord. It's going to the C chord. We're in the key of G. He does that. I do that little trick there. Up to the 3rd, chromatically moving up to the 3rd of the chord, the E note. Then chromatically moving down from the root down to the dominant 7th note. So start here on the 7th fret of the G string, first finger. Chromatically just move up. 7, 8, 9. Then you come up here to the 10th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger and chromatically move down. Then I do this little hammer on and pull off from the 8th to the 10th fret, 1st and 3rd. So we got. Let me listen to that. I'll make sure I get it phrased right. So do the hammer on pull from 8 to 10 on the D string, first and 3rd finger. Go to the 10th fret of the A string, 3rd finger. Down to the 8th fret, 1st finger. Then down to the 7th fret with your 1st finger. So we got. Let me get that. I want to make sure I get that phrase right. Yeah. So let me play up to there with the track. Okay. So then, let me listen to this. So. Yeah, there it is. That's it. So you start here on the 13th fret with your third finger, do a whole step, pull off, then you hit on the 12th fret of the G string with your second finger, back to the 13th fret of the B string third finger, then back to the 12th fret of the G string with your second finger. Then you end here on the 11th fret of the B string with your first finger. Put that little twist on that note there. I believe that's what I did. You listen to it. No, I didn't. So then I slide from the 11th to the 12th fret third finger on the B string. Then 12th fret second finger on the G string. 11th fret down to the 10th fret. Let me play up to that point now. Okay, so then we're going to the 5 chord. Let me do this little up to the 3rd of the 5 chromatically, starting here on the 9th fret of the G string, first finger, 9, 10, 11, first finger, second finger, third finger, all on the G string. Let me come up here to the root of the chord, the 5 chords of D, and go down to the dominant 7th tone. So 3, 12, 11, 10, 3, 2, 1. So let me play up to that point. So then I come up here over the 4 chord, the C chord, and go up to the 3rd again, except I'm in lower octave down here. Go from 5 to 7 chromatically with your first and second and third finger on the A string. 5, 6, 7. Then come up here to the 5th fret of the G string. Take the first finger. You could do the 3rd finger. Let me look and see how I did that. Yeah. So. So you could chromatically go down here from this 5th fret on the G string, first finger, all the way. So we got. I like that those kind of licks where you play off the chord tones. You know, you're playing. That's the 3rd down to the 7th. I like that sound. In fact, I use it a lot, as you can tell. All right, so now we're to the very last lick of this solo. Let's see. That's it. So it starts here with a bend on the 5th fret of the G string, 3rd finger, and you do a pull off, bend up a whole step, and then pull off with your 3rd finger down to the 3rd fret of the G string, 1st finger. Then you roll the 3rd finger down like that to the 5th fret. Then roll it back up to the 5th fret of the D string, all with the 3rd finger. Then you do that cliche hammer on from the 3rd to the 4th fret, 1st and 2nd finger on the G string, to the 5th fret of the D string, 3rd finger. Then down to the 3rd fret of the D string, 1st finger, to the 5th fret of the A string, 3rd finger. Then you go to the, roll that finger down to the 5th fret of the D string. Then roll it back up to the 5th fret of the A string. Then you end it here with that 1/4 step blues bend there on the 3rd fret of the G string with your 1st finger, excuse me. Then you end here on the 5th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger. So let me play the whole thing now, hopefully. But, you know, this solo, I put it together. It's, again, it's got some definitely B.B. King influence, and the rest of it's just, you know, like I said, I like to play a lot of off the chord tones of the chords. So the 3rd, the 7th, and the, you know, I think that sounds pretty cool to me. So let me play this solo now.